So welcome to Class 2, Threats to Achieving Our Dreams in our masterclass, The Pursuit of Excellence. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get a pencil ready. This one's going to make a difference. You know, as entrepreneurs, people who have big ambitions in life, it's not always easy. And I think by now you understand that. And the truth is, there's a lot of hidden threats, and I'm going to dive into with you today. These are the exact same hidden threats that are responsible for why most entrepreneurs never reach their dreams. They never get to where they want to go. Most of them quit early on in the journey, and this whole concept of pursuing excellence becomes just a thought of the past, right? So it's important we understand these, embrace how impactful they are on us, but more importantly, create an awareness around them so you can defend against them, prepare for them. Number one, self-identity. Now this is the big one. Right? When you look at yourself in the mirror every morning, there's a person that looks back at you. That's your self-identity. That's who you think you are. That's how you identify with yourself. And that person is amazing and fantastic and a phenomenal human being. Challenge is that person that got you this far will not get you to those big ambitions, those big goals, those big dreams. Something's got to change. And oftentimes the changing means we got to let go of who we've been. We can become who we need to be in order to do the new things, to have these big ambitions, right? And I like to kind of position it this way. When you carry forward the bricks of your past, all you can do is rebuild the same damn house. We need a new house. We got bigger places that we're going. So number one in threat to your dreams is self-identity and actually undoing who we were, no longer clinging to the way we were. The mind that got us here is not the mind that will get us there. The mind that created our current environments, including our current challenges, is not the same mind we need to provide the solutions. So we have to appreciate that this runs smack dab into our ego as well. Our ego is this facade that we put on every morning we get up. This is what happens, right? We get up in the morning and we take the temperature. And all that is measuring our current environment, right? And every morning it's the same damn temperature. Well, guess what? If you want more, you've got to turn up that temperature. It means you've got to turn up your thermostat. Stop being a thermometer and time to be a thermostat. Create change. This happens, right, by letting go of who we were, dropping that ego, that facade, start putting on a different facade based on who we think we gotta be. Now, this rolls right into number two. And this one, this is another big one, and this is our environments. Our environments are as much a threat to our success, our pursuit of excellence, as anything is. And what I mean by environment, I'm talking about your physical environments, right? The place that you surround yourself with. And in real short, how that affects us is this, right? Everything external to us that we bring in through our senses, whether we see it or hear it or smell it or feel it, right, triggers thoughts. There's thoughts that are attached to all of our senses, and thoughts are automatically wired into a emotion in our subconscious. And that subconscious then, as soon as we think, an emotion is pulled up into our conscious, which means we're now feeling what we're thinking and thinking what we're feeling. So now our physical environments are controlling the way we think and feel. No doubt, if you have history, triggers attached to an environment that are not conducive to your success and your growth and your pursuit of excellence, then just by entering into that physical environment, you will be held back. You will be held down, and you will not be able to stand outside of that mind that is created in the moment. Okay? The second environment is our emotional environments, which this first one rolls right into. And this is embracing the way we feel and how the way we feel affects the way we think, decision-making, action-taking, and action-taking results. So these emotional environments now are responsible, directly tied to the results that we're getting. And until we're able to break free from, again, triggers around us, right, which is a simple process of rewiring, remapping things, which is very doable, right, until we break free of that, we're not free to make decisions. We think we are. We think we're in control, but truth is we're not. And the third part here of environments are our people. And this is the one, or these are the ones that are most impactful on us. These are the people that are close to us, that the ones that love us and are near and dear to us. But man, they don't always buy into our vision. Let's just appreciate that. Now, that doesn't make them right or wrong, but I just got to share this with you, right? When you are crawling out and you're striving for high, big things, right? What you're doing is you're shining a light on everyone, including those around you. And those around you that are staying back don't like the fact that there's a bright light on them now that you're the causation of. So they try to pull you back down. They're not buying into your dream. And no matter how close they are, they may still work in complete contrast to your daily pursuit of excellence. You've heard this before, right? That we become the 5 or 6 people that we surround ourselves with the most. And what that's really saying is they have the most influence on our development and on our activities on a daily basis. They affect our outcomes. So be aware of the people that we spend the most time with. Do I say, kick out family members that maybe aren't on board with you? Absolutely not. Your awareness around it is enough to diminish their influence on you. Now, the third part in threats to your dream is a desire for immediate gratification. Now, this is as impactful as the first two. Let me explain this. There's a study back to the 1940s about what does it take to be successful. And long story short, it came down to this, that successful people are willing to do the things that unsuccessful people aren't willing to do. And you're like, well, okay, that makes sense. But what is that? This is the takeaway. Successful people are willing to delay gratification in order to achieve their big vision, their big goal, in order to pursue excellence. Whereas those who failed on a regular basis, who never achieved their big excellence, their big goal, was because they needed immediate gratification in everything they did. So let me give you an example in the fitness world. We'll use these two people. Both of them wanted to lose weight. Both were given the exact same diet, and the diet say was going to go for 90 days, and we'll call it a keto diet or something like that, right? First person, we'll call him Billy. Billy's very disciplined, do it every single day. He measured his ketones. Didn't like it. He actually despised the diet itself. However, he was so focused on the end goal of losing that 10 or 12 pounds in 90 days. That's what drove him each and every day. He was okay with the daily sacrifices and the fact that he didn't like it and it was hard and difficult, but he was driven by the end result. Now we'll take Billy over here. Billy's a little different. Billy did it for a couple days, but he was waning in his commitment, and he really needed the gratification of what he was eating. And that gratification came in cheating on his diet and having a big old cupcake, and then another, and then the diet was gone. 90 days passed. One made the sacrifice and discipline and achieved the outcome. The second one did not, because they needed immediate gratification and were unwilling to delay gratification in order to achieve the bigger result, the bigger goal. That's the difference between those who succeed and the ones that don't, that the ones who don't are unwilling to delay gratification.